next with some E3 follow-up. Zelda Breath of the Wild was nominated for 3 awards, which I think is pretty predictable. There's a lot of hype around it. And then also Battlefield 1, again, nominated for 5, which again I think is a predictable, popular, big game. So
yeah, not surprised. And usually, whenever they nominate these games for award, it's for a good reason. I can't think of any games recently where they were nominated for an E3 award and didn't live up to the hype in some sort of manner. I mean, not every game is going to be perfect, but there are some games out there that have faults that once they come out that are shown, or once the developers do tweaking that are shown. But the only game I can think of that probably fully lived up to the hype was probably like Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
Because that's, still a game that's really doing strong. Developer Rockstar standing behind it, coming out with new DLC for free on a consistent basis.
Oh, yeah.
It's too bad other game developers don't take a page out of their book and do that. Because it's just good practice. I mean, I still go back and play Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah. Well, and the seasonal stuff, like right now, 4th of July, they always have fireworks or something new to keep it fresh. Yeah, I think both those games, Battlefield 1 has always, or Battlefield games have always been, at the top of the pack, like graphics-wise.
Yeah, I will take back my previous statement about not necessarily living up to the hype, because I believe it was Battlefield Hardline got some hype, and I don't think it did too well as far as being a Battlefield game.
No.
Just wasn't well accepted by the player base.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it almost tried to be something that it wasn't. But and then Zelda, especially with this new game, there aren't a ton of games. I mean, there are some other cartoony games, but as far as the graphics went for this game, I mean, it was pretty unique. It was a cell shading, but it was also kind of a realistic, had really good graphics, so yeah, I could see it winning some awards.
Yeah, I think too much in the games that we're seeing out, they're not striking out to be slightly different. Everybody's going for a very realistic look. Even games like Dark Souls, it's set in kind of a fantasy world, but it's very realistic, where they could have a little bit of that, cell shading or a little, difference in the graphics to just make it pop a little bit more. But, it just seems like everything's realistic, and it's nice to see games like that and Borderlands, which I believe they're working on a 3rd one. It's always been a solid game. So.
I'll kind of get into some movie topics. Coming up on Independence Day, we did go see Independence Day.
We did.
We did.
Our experience was slightly spoiled. We went to see it in D-Box, and for those who aren't familiar, D-Box are seats that move with the movie, so it does add some interesting wow factor to the movie. And with a movie like this, with a lot of fighting scenes with planes and alien ships and stuff, I was really looking forward to being immersed. And to our surprise, the seats didn't work, so kind of let down. So that kind of tainted the experience for me. Otherwise, it was a good movie. I like the fact that they brought back a majority of the cast. And for Will Smith, who wasn't in it, they did pay homage to him, and it wasn't like he didn't exist in the movie. He was very well recognized, which I did appreciate. Overall, it was good. It was a definite worthy sequel.
Yeah. I went in, to be honest, with some low expectations. I don't know why, I didn't think it would be very good, but yeah, I thought it was good. especially, I won't spoil, but especially the way, the ending and the way it finished out, I was really excited, so.
Yeah. Yep, I'll agree. I agree with that.
The only thing was the, I don't know who played Will Smith's character's son. I don't know what the actor's name was. I don't know, it was just him. I just thought he was kind of overacting. Like, he just really stuck out to me. Like, I'm trying to think of an example, but...
Like, it didn't feel natural.
Yeah.
It felt almost forced.
Yeah. That was the only part where there were some scenes with him. I was like, okay, just tone it back a little bit, but...
Well...
It wasn't horrible.
Luckily, that movie didn't rely too much on scenes like that.
No.
They were, I would say, few and far between where it wasn't something based on action.
Yeah.
I will say that they could have probably made it a little longer, extended, fleshed it out a little bit. As it wasn't too bad, but I think the first one was longer than that one, and it helped. It definitely helped. So.
Yeah, and I agree. Bringing the cast back really helped. Without Jeff Goldblum, and I can never remember the old president's name.
It's not Daniels.
I don't know. Lone Star from Spaceballs, whatever his name was.
Yes, Lone Star.
But he was really good. So yeah, that helped. It was good. And then next we have Batman vs Superman coming on Blu-ray. I think it's like the 18th or 19th. I should check, but there's an extended edition, an extra 30 minutes. And I've seen a few reviews where they said this version was actually good, a lot better than the theater. Which, I mean, overall, I enjoyed the theater version. There were issues with it, so I think I'm going to get it and check out the extended edition.
I mean, I think the problem with this movie is people were going to try to compare it to Civil War,
Yeah.
the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, you can do that, but at the same time, I mean, DC's different than Marvel. I mean,
yeah.
That's just the way it is. And overall, as a movie, I thought it was all right.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm not a huge DC fan. I'm sure for DC fans, they really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Seeing Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman come together.
Oh, and didn't they say this was the first time Batman and Superman were in a film together? So, and it was kind of a big moment for that, I guess.
Yeah. I think overall it was good.
Yeah.
I think Gal Gadot did good as Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see her standalone movie. Never really thought as Wonder Woman as a powerful as character that could stand side by side as Superman or Batman. Right. But I didn't think really Batman could stand beside Superman.
No, I didn't.
But it'll be interesting to see where they go with this.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm more of a Marvel fan, but I'm a huge Batman fan. The Christopher Nolan trilogy I loved, and Batman was my favorite part of this movie. So
I think it's hard to top the Christopher Nolan series.
Yeah.
They were very well did. They were very well done. Solid cast.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed Christian Bale as Batman. Really enjoyed. And I also liked Anne Hathaway as Catwoman.
Yeah. And obviously the Joker.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Blanking on his name, Heath Ledger.
Yep. Oh, and your favorite.
Bane.
No.
Oh.
No.
Actually,
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson, yeah.
As
he was good.
Ra's
al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul. Yeah. Rob al Ghul. That's his brother. Rob.
Oh, geez.
He's going to be in the next Batman movie with Christian Bale. Rob al Ghul. It's not going to be as good, though.
Who could play Liam Neeson's brother? That'd be tough.
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
He'll play his twin brother. It'll be solid. It'll be solid.
I think we could get Christian Bale back for that one.
I think it could too. We need to get someone started on a script. I mean, we've already laid the groundwork. I mean, Christian Bale, Liam Neeson in a movie again.
There you go.
Who wouldn't go see it?
No, I would. We'll just take 20% of whatever the earnings are.
Yeah, really.
Go ahead.
I mean, you put a little bit of twist of Taken 4 in there. I think we've got ourselves a solid movie.
Yep. Oh yeah, looking forward to Batman vs Superman. I was gonna say something else about it, I forgot after that.
After the whole Robin Gold. They just announced that Pacific Rim 2 is still on, and it looks slated for a 2018 release, which I really enjoyed the first Pacific Rim, so I'm really glad to hear that it's still on.
Yeah.
I hope it's as good as the first one. I hope they don't butcher it because of all these different delays and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's directed by the showrunner for the first season of Daredevil, which was really good. I loved that. Oh, I loved the second season too, but I think the first season was probably better. So, and then has John Boyega, or however you say his last name, and he'll play Idris Elba's son in the movie. So
that'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see where they're going to go with it. Whether that alien world that they destroyed at the beginning of the first one had a sister world, or if it wasn't fully destroyed and now they open up another rift to retaliate, or or another alien race tries to invade. It'll be interesting to see where they go there, and it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, they're going to have more giant robots.
Oh yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see the new giant robots.
Yeah. Well, in a story point of view, I think they beat them. Now they have some time to regroup and have more technological advances, so maybe some cooler, bigger robots. That'd be awesome. See different weapons.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see which direction they go with it. How far in the future from this one it's set.
Yeah. I mean, he's playing his son, so I mean, you could.
Well, see, they didn't even show his son in the first one, so they could even go back. It could even be a prequel.
Yeah, I guess it could be.
And they could have it star his son and show him, fighting the kaijus. Yeah. And
sounds right.
Maybe he passes away. Maybe that's the end of the movie.
That's why we didn't hear about him in the first one.
Yeah. So, I mean, a couple different ways they could do it. It'll just be really interesting. Maybe after his son dies, that he advocates the building of the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of different directions they could go with that. But it'll be good either way.
Yeah, I think so. Especially with Del Toro directing again. Yeah, it should be good.